spend the summer at the house. Then I go live with my friend JD for a couple years. Then I moved back to the house. So whenever I was back in the house, I'd get my brother, and we'd get fucking baked and play Rush all the time. It was great.
Sounds fucking awesome. The good old days sound all right until you realize that there was actually no internet back then.
Yeah, exactly, man. We weren't playing online, that's for sure.
Did you hear they're going to turn Twisted Metal into a TV show?
No, I did not hear that.
Yeah, Sony's greenlit it. They've got a director and a writer, and they're trying to figure out all the characters. It's going to be fucking awesome. I've been waiting for that forever.
Dude, that's sick. I did
Still
not
no
even
Peter?
Did not even know. Yeah, when I called him, he did not answer. I don't know what happened to him. It's weird because I don't see him online in Messenger, but it shows that he's online on Skype, though.
He was online on Messenger a second ago, and now he is not. Interesting. Okie dokie.
Turn on the lights. Read Jesus said, "Let there be light."
Even my fucking ring light, the webcam's so fucking shitty it doesn't do anything. I guess I can take that. Oh, I could take that down here. I got this fluorescent light here. There we go. More light. Let's see. Interesting.
Connection was. Wait, what?
Well, maybe we should start without him. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, where he is. MIA action. Missing in action.
Where is you, motherfuckers? Okie dokie.
Yeah, I sent him a message. Sent him a text. Called him.
Goddamn. Okay.
It's the fucking wedge.
Maybe you can try and give him 5 more minutes, see what happens.
That's a little pre-recording of smoke action. In that case, I'm gonna turn off my light for now just to conserve it.
Is it battery?
No, it's actually plugged in my laptop, but my laptop is on battery, so conserve the life of that. However, I was smart. Finally, and I plugged in my MacBook before I went to work. So it was 100% charged.
I almost couldn't tell what you were saying through the coughs.
Did you decipher it?
I deciphered it.
I said I was just smart, and I actually plugged in my laptop before I left for work today, so it was 100%. But yeah, I could not get that out.
Okay.
I probably seen my bong hits for the podcast so they can see the zones. hold it up a little higher than normal.
I should give myself a tattoo on the podcast one day.
So, the one thing I came up with for a little segment is surf. Yes, the surf reports. So, to where I picked the Mexican pipeline, Puerto Escondido, the Hawaiian pipeline, North Shore, Oahu, and Margaret River, which is the best surfing spot I know in Australia. I need to talk to my friend Greg, who lives in Melbourne, and see if they have like an actual pipeline somewhere in Australia. But anyways, I picked these 3 spots, and I have the surf reports here on my phone. I took screenshots, and I was going to have you and Peter guess which one had the biggest waves, which one had the smallest waves, and then with the warmest water, which one had the lowest water, and just make it like a little guessing game.
I like this. I wonder, where should we do it? Should do 2 games back to back?
We do like game time,
or I could put that there, and then we could put your game up at the front.
Honestly, however you think is best, man. It doesn't matter to me. It could be anywhere.
I'm fucking high. Oh, I got a good idea. Here, I got a great idea. Dude, like this. What's your segment called?
I was just trying to think about that. What should I call that?
Anything you want, and then I'll make up a little intro music for it.
Oh, that would be awesome. Trying to think. Surf report. Surf report selection. With the surfer Spicoli. And I can talk like a Spicoli voice when I do
it. Surf report selection.
With surfer with Spicoli. I guess just with Spicoli. I guess.
What was the name? Sorry.
Surf report with Spicoli.
With Scully? Like, what?
Oh, sorry. Here, I'll type it out. It's the Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, Spicoli. Oh, okay.
I'll put it in the chat.
Cool. Okay. I'll make a little intro for that tonight to put in there with it. We'll do it after. We'll do it like after the movie review.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
And then you know it's coming.
Okay. That's what I was saying. I don't know if you ever heard the voicemails when I left Spicoli on Surreal Talk.
Oh, I think I have actually. This is going to be fucking great. Yes, I can't wait for that one.
Say I do a pretty good Spicoli. So that's what I'm saying. I can do it. Try to do it in his voice.
A little bit of Palo Santo.
Very nice. Got purple punch and strawberry cough.
He'll be on Skype in 5 minutes. He just got out of a shower.
Oh, okay.
Okay, makes more sense.
You had to get all sick of the podcast. Just tell them to jump on naked, dude. We're ready. Let me see.
Cool.
How am I gonna? What's up, dudes? Welcome to the Surf Report selection with Spicoli. That's the name they gave me. All right, so I've got 3 different surf reports with some gnarly waves, and you guys got to pick which one has the biggest waves. Did that sound okay?
That sounds fucking amazing. This is gonna be great. I was just thinking too, like the show needs like another segment, and then you came up with this beautifulness. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, dude. I told you I've been really wanting to come up with something, so I have been thinking about it, and finally had the idea. And I think I just made it even better with the Spicoli. I didn't even think about doing it that way, but I think that'll make it even better.
Yeah, that's amazing. Maybe time to get a new character in. Oh yeah.
I'll just spin my hat backwards for when I'm Spicoli.
Jesus, Murphy.
Told you, man, I'm starting to turn into a shadow person.
Oh, is it getting dark there? I always forget that
Slowly fading into darkness.
we're in the same time zone, but it gets dark there earlier just because that's the way the sun moves.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
like
it's around like the southern
it's
part
still
down
very
here
light
in
out
San
right
Diego,
here.
so it's dark. Yeah, even in Sacramento, it'll still be light there. It's crazy. Going up north a few hours makes a difference. I mean, it's still kind of light out, but the sun's definitely already down. I can tell.
Yeah, it looks like twilight.
It's got that light from yeah, exactly. Right after the sun goes down.
Getting that twilight action.
Oh shit, Peter J.
There's
Hey,
everybody.
hey, hey.
There he is. Okay,
let
here
me
we
get
go.
my fucking light up.
Hello.
Oh,
Back at it again.
Let there be light. We Jesus said.
Awesome.
So Peter J. Just so you know, I came up with a new segment finally
Oh yeah.
that we're gonna do after the movie review to ignore.
Oh yeah.
And so what it is it's called the Surf Report Selection, and I'm going to do it in my Spicoli. And I have 3 surf reports, and you have to guess which wave. I'll ask questions like which place has the biggest waves, and which place has the warmest water, which place, or maybe I'll say which place has the coldest water to shrivel your nuts, or things like that. But I'm gonna do it, like what's up, dudes? It's Spicoli.
Which beach has the girls with the biggest titties?
Oh yeah, I could ask that too. And I already know which the answer to that one is, and you'll probably get it right. But
Mission Beach.
I picked,
Pacific PB.
I was gonna say out of the three beaches I've pre-selected, they are the Mexican Pipeline, Puerto Escondido, the Hawaiian Pipeline, and North Shore, Oahu, and Melbourne. Not Melbourne. Sorry, Margaret River in Australia, which has the gnarliest waves.
All right, so
they're known.
So it's like the which is the truth and which is the lie is that game, but a surfing theme, you're saying?
Kind of, but I'm just gonna ask you guys to pick questions like which beach do you think has the biggest waves? Like which report, because it's a current report of like current waves. So like, which beach do you think has the biggest waves right now? And then which beach has like the coldest water that's gonna shrivel your balls? And,
All right.
And then I'll ask which beach has the girls with the biggest tits, and I'll tell you what I already have preconceived my answer is. I mean, that obviously there's no real right or wrong answer, but you guys can pick which one you think.
Let's go with which beach has the biggest waves.
Oh, there's going to be multiple questions, Peter.
Oh yeah.
You'll see.
So wait, we ask you questions, or you ask us questions?
I'm going to ask you questions.
So is it like trivia? Like, is it a challenge? We're supposed to guess the right answer?
I guess it's like trivia, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's
okay.
like I have the current surf report, so I'm just picking like facts off the report and having you guess.
All right. Well, I think we're ready. Yeah, just ask us something and we'll try to guess. I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that's after the movie review, a little later on.
Oh, you're just telling me what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a heads up for like,
getting me up to speed.
That happened. Exactly.
Getting me on board on the surfboard. That is.
Okay.
Hey. Totally.
All right.
So what movie are we reviewing?
Godzilla and Kong.
Oh yeah.
When
you gonna see that one, Keith?
I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet though.
Oh, I just watched it the other night. I won't spoil it, but I'll review it when we get there. It's gonna be great. All right. Welcome to the Earths Suckhole. On today's episode, we have exploding lakes, a lizard fights a gorilla, and I still think Spiderman would win in a fight against Batman. My name's Kevin.
I'm Keith.
Hey, it's Peter J.
How are you all doing?
Doing good.
Doing good.
This is the first show that's not just myself in a while. Oh. So, I guess let's just get on with it. I'm so fucking high right now. Let's do some fuck facts.
Nice.
Fuck fact number 1. The fastest gust of wind ever recorded on Earth was 253 miles per hour. That was made from your dad leaving. Fuck fact number 2. A limnic explosion is when dissolved carbon dioxide suddenly erupts, causing a gas cloud capable of suffocating wildlife, livestock, and humans, also known as lake explosions. And it's a very rare natural disaster. Any lake, every lake on Earth has the possibility of just fucking exploding. Fuck fact number 3.
That sounds like a good movie.
Yeah. Fuck fact number 3. The greatest vertical drop in the world is Mount Thor in Nunavut, and it stands at 4,101 feet. It looks exactly like the mountain that's in The Grinch that he lives on. It looks identical to that. I swear to God. Oh, fucking, where's my phone? Right here. I gotta show you, actually.
So do people ever, like, parachute from that? Or, like, do, like, what's that sky surfing thing where it's almost like a flying squirrel suit, wingsuit? Have you seen that before, Keith?
Oh, yeah, the wingsuit. Yeah, those things are crazy.
Wingsuits are fucking awesome. Yeah.
Or bungee cord jumping? I don't know.
You can definitely do that off of this mountain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's insane.
It looks like the Grinch mountain.
Yeah, dude. It does. Holy shit. That's a sled right down that shit.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Let's do some weather. Today's weather is going to be done in Cairo, Egypt, because I really wanted to look up some weather where it was warm.
Nice.
So currently it is 19 degrees Celsius, and there is a haze in the air. And in Fahrenheit, that is 35 degrees. No, that's not right. It's like 36 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. Wait, that's not right.
No, I mean it'd be over like around 50 if it's because it's like twice as much, right? Like over twice as much. I thought.
Yeah. So if it were 19, you got to double it and then add 30. So it'd be like 60, 68. 68, I think it would actually be there right now. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'd sure like to be in Egypt right now.
Why? It's super cold in Canada? Wait, is it still snowing there?
It's not cold. It's actually, they said it was supposed to rain all weekend here, but it's been really fucking sunny. It's just like, I just wish I was not here and in Egypt.
So wait, what's going on? So nobody has vaccines? They haven't started unrolling vaccines over there yet, or what's?
Oh, they very much started unrolling vaccines, and then Canada developed their own vaccine, and then immediately took it off the market because it was fucking people up.
Oh yeah, what's that? What's that one called? AstraZeneca or what?
Yeah, that one, AstraZeneca or whatever.
Oh
yeah. And then, but they put it back on the market. I don't know. I'm scared to get a vaccine. I want to wait like another year to see what it does to people.
Well, I'll tell you, just from experience, the Moderna, I got mine 2 shots, and I mean, I'm doing pretty good. Like it seemed to be. It kind of gave me a little pain in my arm, just like the typical vaccine thing. But yeah, but I don't know. I think it's done pretty well for me. I don't know. But then I haven't. It's called Moderna. So like in the United States, there's the 3 main ones. The first one that came out was Pfizer, and then there's Moderna. And then those were both 2-shot things. But then Johnson and Johnson, they came out with one. It's only 1 shot. So I know a few people that have had that one so far. So I'm hoping maybe people will be like convinced, like, oh, if it's a lot easier, like even the 2 shots, it's not that bad. You just go in like a month later. It's not that big of a hassle,
Yeah. That's how I got my hepatitis B shot. They did it 6 months apart from each other. There's no problem.
Yeah.
We got Pfizer, Moderna, and the AstraZeneca one up in Canada. And I think there's another one. I can't remember what it's called, though. I can't remember. It doesn't matter.
You want to hear a crazy horror story? Remember Chaz, Keith, Chaz over there in New Jersey? Like, I guess he was in some situation where they put his first, I think it was either Moderna or Pfizer, one of those 2-shot ones, but they put it in and the syringe broke or something. So they didn't know how much was in his body. So then they said the procedure was like, he's like, well, I want to make sure I get the dosage, because if they don't know how much spilled out, like literally liquid was spilling out. So it's like it didn't get all in there. So they're like, oh, well, this has never happened before, but the procedure is we have to give you a whole another shot. So if anything, they gave him too much, So then he's like, he had to like, talk to people and make sure it's all annotated, because he was afraid he'd overdose, like he didn't want to overdose on it or something ridiculous, But that just seems so like unprofessional. Like, oh fuck, I guess we didn't do enough. We'll have to give you a whole another full needles worth, Like, and it just seems so ridiculous. They're shooting like thousands of people a day. I just feel like there's not really much accuracy. It's not about quality. It's just about quantity and getting the arms shot up,
Can that fuck you up, getting too much of a vaccine?
I'd be concerned about it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but that doesn't sound good to me either.
I'll tell you, I think that's why they're not doing it for kids yet, because they'd have to have a lower dosage. I think that's the main thing, I don't think they can, if their bodies are smaller, they're not gonna. Maybe the actual vaccine itself will be pretty similar, but it's kind of like the whole anesthesiologist. They got to make sure not to give people too much of things, Because yeah, too much could be probably even worse than not enough. You know.
I just looked it up, and it says like getting multiple vaccines at one time is fine, but too much of a vaccine, it says getting extra doses of a vaccine should not increase any risk, have any serious side effect.
Oh, that's good.
That's good to know.
Oh, nice.
That's just what Google says, though, so I don't know.
Then. Right.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Google
that
MD,
first...
you got to go to that.
I mean, from what it sounds like, the first one, if the syringe broke, probably hardly any actually get into his bloodstream, because it sounded like most of it just kind of broke in the needle. But, I mean, how do you break a needle? How hard do you have to jab someone in the arm that the needle breaks, you know? Like, it seems pretty reckless to me.
Yeah, that's
I knew a guy
crazy.
who was shooting heroin one time, and he said that the needle broke off and then sucked inside of his vein, and he never knew what happened to it.
Oh, the shards of glass got into his body, you're saying?
Not the glass, the actual
The
syringe
needle.
broke while he was doing heroin, and then it
the
sucked into
metal?
his vein, and he has no idea. Yeah, the metal has no idea what happened to it.
I guess it's in his body still.
Yeah, I guess so. Just lodged in somewhere safely. I don't know, not safely, but
Jeez.
I don't know. Never do heroin.
That's crazy. Yeah. Requiem for a Dream spoiled that for me. I was like, nope, never want to try that shit.
Wait, what was it? Some movie you said? Oh, Field of Dreams, what?
Wait, what?
No. Requiem
Wait,
for a Dream.
Oh, so it's a movie you're saying?
Oh, yeah. It's a fucked up movie. Have you seen that one, Kevin?
Requiem
you
for
said
a Dream.
Requiem for a Dream?
Yeah.
It's a great
Yeah,
movie.
that's what they're doing. They're shooting heroin.
Oh, yeah. Or
There's, like,
Pulp
train
Fiction,
spotting.
they were doing some heroin a lot. You've seen Pulp Fiction before, right?
Oh, Pulp Fiction, when she thinks she's doing coke and then does a line of heroin and overdoses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
that was
brutal.
crazy. Gotta jab the needle in her heart.
Yeah, that's like...
Speaking of movies, let's do a movie review to ignore. Today's movie review to ignore is of Godzilla vs. Kong. I watched that the other day, and as a big fan of giant monster movies that have the most amount of destruction to cities as possible, this movie went above and beyond what they fucking needed to as a third movie in this franchise. Considering there are more of these movies coming out, I don't understand how much more destruction they could do. But I don't want to give it away, anything in the movie. I will just say that this movie is one of the most rewatchable Godzilla movies ever. I've already seen it twice. And I give it 15 out of 16 ampersands. I would have given it 16 ampersands, but they had to kill off Bryan Cranston in the first one, and I will never forgive them for that. So 15 out of 16 ampersands.
I'll tell you what, you know how they love doing anything to make a buck over there in Hollywood. Do you think they'll ever have a Godzilla versus Jurassic Park crossover?
It's possible. They're talking about crossing Pacific Rim with Godzilla, which would bring all the kaiju together, and then they could all fight. So it's possible with all the different Universal franchises going on right now. It's possible. I'd sure like to see that.
That'd be pretty cool.
I guess the dinosaurs...
I haven't even seen any of these recent Jurassic... I mean, the last Jurassic Park movie I saw was like probably from the 90s, with Jurassic Park 3 or something out now. I haven't seen any of these Jurassic World ones with Chris Pratt or anything like that. I hear they're pretty good.
They're pretty great movies, I must say. Yeah.
It was better than number 3. I would say these sequels were better than the 2 sequels from the 90s.
The sequels were dope. That family getting killed by all those little ones on the beach was awesome.
Did Jeff Goldblum is he in any of the newer movies?
Yeah, he was actually.
Oh, really?
Much smaller roles, but yeah. And they brought back Sam Neill in the last one.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Did they not? I'm pretty sure he was in that one. Very small roles.
Yeah, I think he did make a cameo too. Yeah, exactly. They brought a few of the original cast back for small appearances.
Well, it's a brand new segment that we're gonna do, and Keith, I will give it away to you.
All right, here we go. What's up, dudes? It's the Surf Report selection with Spicoli. That's the name they gave me. All right, dudes. So I've got 3 surf reports with some places with gnarly waves, and I need you to guess which one has the biggest waves. Right now, current surf report, we got the Mexican Pipeline, Puerto Escondido, the Hawaiian Pipeline in North Shore, Oahu, or the Margaret River way down in Australia. Which one do you think has the biggest waves?
Biggest.
What did you say? What you said? One in Mexico and one in Australia, and what was the middle one? Did you said one in Hawaii though, right?
I think it was Hawaii. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess
sorry.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Yeah. All right.
I'm
Hawaii.
Yeah.
I think it's
What do you
Australia.
say, Kevin?
I'm gonna guess Hawaii.
I'm guessing Australia.
All right. You're both wrong, dudes.
Oh.
It's actually in Mexico, Puerto Escondido. They have 5 to 7 foot waves, head high to 2 feet overhead. You're catching some gnarly waves, bro. You're gonna get barreled. All right. Let me ask you one more question, bros. We got one more, dude, and this is a good one. I don't know if you're gonna get it right. So, out of these 3 places, to recap, we have the Mexican Pipeline, the Hawaiian Pipeline, or the Margaret River in Australia. Which of those 3 beaches has the coldest water that's going to shrivel your balls?
Wait, what were the first 2 again? Are these the same choices as before?
Same beaches. Yep.
Same beaches?
Hawaiian Pipeline. Yeah. Hawaiian Pipeline, Mexican Pipeline, or Margaret River, Australia.
Like what's the coldest today? You're saying it would be I'm gonna guess Hawaii.
I think because we're coming into the hot months now and Australia is going into the cold months, I'm going to guess Australia because they're on the other side of the planet.
Oh, yeah. So what is it, Keith?
All right. Kevin, you got it right. It is Margaret River, Australia.
Yeah, I did figure that the seasons would play into it somehow.
8 degrees Fahrenheit.
I should have thought of that. I should have thought it more thoroughly because I knew that would be a factor somehow. Well, I'm going to try to get a chair, but I'll be right back. Just carry on. I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
Sounds good.
Hey.
He's got a nice clean washer.
That was the Surf Report selection.
That was awesome. I'm the first winner. Oh. Editor Kevin, put in a little cheering for me. I never win anything. He probably just says something totally cruel and unusual. That's fucking great. Oh man.
Cheers. Hope the listeners out there enjoyed.
Okay. All right, here it is. Oh, that's a lot better. I can sit down.
That's what she said.
Title of your sex tape.
So, Keith, what type of weed do you get in there tonight? Some Girl Scout cookies?
I actually have strawberry cough and purple punch.
Oh, okay.
I've got critical OG.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't had Girl Scout cookies in a while. Oh, that's a good one. I haven't had that in a long time either.
Well,
One,
that was a
want to
music
see if
segment.
I could get the fireworks in the background? Like, there's fireworks going on at SeaWorld. Let me see what I can do. Hold on.
Yeah, live action fireworks.
Live action fireworks. Oh shit! That's SeaWorld?
Yeah, SeaWorld shoots them out like every day.
It'll get a lot better.
Or they used to. The hell? Yeah, see.
For the people on the podcast stream, we are currently watching live fireworks. That's so fucking cool. However, SeaWorld can go fuck themselves.
It's just like cool. 5 minutes. Well, like you should see the grand finale though. It'll get a lot better. Well, I guess I'll just go back in the. I guess I'll just go back in the room then. Okay. Stop it.
I couldn't stop watching those fireworks and eating.
Because I got my dog in the garage and he was getting restless. He gets a lot of anxiety if I go away.
Mm. Well, let's do some conspiracy. Massive hurricanes have been forming in recent years. Bigger than normal. Massive hurricanes. Some say it's global warming. But I think it's the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. HARP. That's what they call it up in Alaska. And they've got other ones now too spotted around the country. They aim it at the Atlantic Ocean. They concentrate it into like a mile by mile radius. And they heat this spot up in the water. And they heat it up so hot, way hotter than it usually gets. It creates this massive fucking hurricane. Like those ones that have been hitting Florida, like last fucking, I guess, I don't know, whenever the last hurricane season was, there was some big fucking hurricanes out there. And then they're not just creating hurricanes, but they're creating massive die-offs and fucking fish and birds and whales and sharks and just everything in the area when they hit the ocean in that spot. It's a bad situation. Bad situation. And lots of people just fucking play off HARP like it's just just nothing, but they're causing a lot of damage with it. A lot of damage. Especially to Florida. Which, I mean,
Is there like a supposed reason? I mean, is it like like people that know that it exists, or is it supposed to be like some government thing that's under the radar and people found out about it? Or, like, what's the kind of cover story for why it's an organization?
Well, I feel like they're trying to cover up the fact that global warming isn't as bad as they say it is, but they want to keep making the money off of it. So they fucking create all these goddamn natural hurricanes, but they're not natural hurricanes at all. They're fucking man-made hurricanes. It's easy, and then it's easy to fucking make more money off all the green initiative, you know? That's making just trillions of fucking dollars all around the planet. Trying to keep the planet from warming up. It's just gonna keep warming up. It's not us, it's the planet. It's what happens. We're coming out of an ice age. Of course it's all melting, and then it'll freeze somewhere else. It's what happens all the fucking time on this planet. Just because we've never seen it before doesn't mean it doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah, people are gonna have to move. Well, if anything, where you live might become pretty popular because it's gonna I think San Diego is gonna be a total desert pretty soon. Like in the next 20 years, you know, like God, for what Northern California, it's even worse. Like by San Francisco, like last summer, there's these huge wildfires, and I mean, you saw it happen at the beginning
Oh
of
yeah, I remember when
of
all of California was burning.
last year. Australia was really bad because remember I remember the first few days of 2020. I thought, oh God, this is like the worst thing that'll ever happen in 2020. The entire continent of Australia is on fire. Things can't possibly get any worse than that this year. Boy, was I wrong. And then when Kobe Bryant died, I thought, oh, there's no way things could possibly get any worse than this. It's the low light of the year. Boy, was I wrong about that. I'll tell you one thing. Do you know that George Floyd? They're having a trial about that guy, that Derek Chauvin, the cop that stood on his neck, and I'm kind of afraid of what happens if they say he's not guilty. You know, like you thought shit was bad last summer. Who knows what'll happen if he gets a not guilty charge? You know.
There's gonna be so many fucking riots. It's gonna be ridiculous.
They have. I mean, there's no way they can't. I don't know yet, right? Like, I feel like they have to fucking.
Well, I guess they got multiple charges. Basically, they kind of get like a plan B and a plan C. Like, if they can't nail him on one charge, they got some like lesser things they could do or something. But like even if they let him off easy for like say some like involuntary manslaughter or something, but it's like it's so dumb. Like his defense lawyers, they'll be like, oh. He died of a heart attack. Oh no, he had COVID-19 in his system. I mean, he died because someone was standing on his neck for 9 minutes. That's why he died. It had nothing to do with anything else.
I've been watching the court. I've been watching Unicorn Riot every single day. They're filming the whole court thing. Some of the language that they use is fucking disgusting against George Floyd. Like, what does it matter? What does it matter if he was overweight? What the fuck's that got to do with it? The guy stood on his neck.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, they did.
Let's do some Reddit.
All right.
Alexa, open Reddit.
Doctors of Reddit, what is your worst case of I googled my symptoms? I had a grade school kid tell me he had a brain tumor. Turns out he put a dried bean in his ear and forgot about it. Edit, okay, wow. Well, to answer a few questions, the kid was 9 or 10, so no stupider than your average 9 or 10-year-old. He didn't really have a reason why, but they've been using beans for some counting thing in math at school. I don't know what kind of bean it was, small and red. It came out with tweezers. This was years ago and he has probably forgotten all about it, unless his mom reminds him periodically. I would. Would you like to hear another post?
Yes, but make it funny.
What's the most awkward situation you've witnessed where an attempt to be funny just went absolutely wrong?
My newest boss at the time had accidentally brushed my butt with her hand and said sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't have my work filter on, so I naturally teased her a little with a wink and a sure. She got really flustered and uncomfortable. I don't think it had anything to do with me, but a week later she quit.
Would you like to hear another post?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Well,
Class clowns of Reddit, what
no,
was your best
Alexa,
word of detention or...
Stop!
Thanks for using Reddit stories. If you enjoyed this skill, please consider leaving us a review. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too, thank you.
Oh, I can make an entire episode about awkward moments. Do you want to hear a good story from my high school years?
Fuck yeah.
All right, so there's this girl, like you know how they have like the proverbial girl next door, and like you know, like when you're growing up, you get a crush on a girl in the neighborhood and all that. There's this girl, she went to my school, but she lived like 7 doors up the hill with my friend Mike's sister, and so I had a big crush on her growing up, and this was like before the days of Photoshop. So what I did is I found this picture of it was like a postcard of some shirtless like bad boy on a motorcycle, and I Xeroxed some black and white picture of my face, and I just put on it with some tape onto the this guy, like the old school Photoshop, literally just taping it onto the postcard, taping my dorky face onto this stud's body, riding a motorcycle, and then so it's a little postcard, right? And then on the back, I drew a little caricature of me with my long nose, and I said, "Hey, baby, my nose ain't the only thing I got that's big. Love, Peter," right? And so then I think I'm gonna, have this moment of truth where I go up to her door and I'm gonna give it to her, and she's gonna fall madly in love with me, right? And so I knock on the door. I'm all nervous, and then guess who answers the door?
Your dad.
Her mom.
Or your friend. Oh, her mom.
And then I didn't. And then at this point, I'm just like, well, what do I do? Here's the card. And so I'm like, could you just give this to her, please? And then, so of course, since my brother is best friends with the girl's brother, we're all like neighborhood kids. Like I knew her brother since he was 5. He was like the first person I met in the neighborhood. Anyway, so it's like, it's like one of these stories. Like I guess like afterward that night, and she's got like 2 other sisters and the brother and the mom and the dad, and they're all like looking at this postcard, and I was like the laughing stock of the neighborhood. They're like, "Oh, look at this moron." Look at this awkward attempt of seduction, But it's just like, it just shows how clueless I was. Like I thought she was going to be the one to answer the door. Like I was like so caught off guard,
And all you did was put your face on some hot stud's body, eh?
I don't know, but I think the thing I wrote in the back was the thing that was worse, like, my nose ain't the only thing I got that's big. But then, so I got another story about this girl like a few months later. So it was like Halloween, and there were these 2 guys that were hanging out with her, and I guess, I don't know, like I was paranoid. I thought they were trying to get with her. I don't know or not, if they liked her or not, but I'd be jealous enough if one guy liked her, but it was like these 2 guys, and they were like wanting to take her out, and like we normally just hang out in the neighborhood, but they were going to drive with her someplace. And like I came up with the best insult ever. I was like, the reason why it takes 2 of you to take her out is because both of you together are half the man that I am. And then I was pretty ballsy. I mean, it's not like these are tough guys, but still, there's like 2 of them, and I didn't know them. They could have gotten pissed off. Maybe they really did like her, And then so then they're just kind of like, okay, whatever. And then they ended up taking her someplace. And then my crazy ass, I ran after them. Like they're driving away in the van, and I was running after them full speed. I took off my shirt. I was spinning it like a helicopter. And it's just pretty funny.
That's amazing.
It's like something from American Pie or something. Just some awkward teen moments,
It's so fucking great. It's so awkward.
Man.
Well, let's do Dick of the Day. Today's Dick of the Day is Justin Trudeau for mishandling the COVID crisis in Canada. Justin Trudeau, go fuck yourself.
A good one.
Okay, let's do traditional cooking with Kevin. And, okay, so I just moved into this new apartment on March 29th. Or March 30th, whatever. There was 1 can left in the cupboard. 1 can. And it did not have a label. It did not. And when I opened it up, I found what looked like refried beans. I think. And the expiry date on the can was for 2014. So whatever. I have it here. And I'm going to eat it.
Oh, nice.
I don't know about that. That seems so risky.
Here we go.
I mean, it definitely is refried beans. I'll give you that. I mean, you put it in the microwave, or you cooked it, or how did you?
Cold out of the can.
Just straight out the can.
It's definitely refried beans.
I'm getting
yeah.
And
this.
You're
Yeah.
eating cold beans?
Yeah. You know what? It's not bad. It's definitely like 8 years or 7 years expired, but whatever. Yeah, this ain't bad. I'll have to give an update on the Suckhole later to see what happens to my insides, but this ain't bad. I'm gonna keep eating this.
Oh wow.
Okay then.
That's my recipe. Well,
Oh,
let's do
gotta be.
everyone's favorite Florida or fiction.
Yes, this is my favorite for sure. Did you know that Ocho Man and Behind the Eight Ball, they like do this? They do
On the 8 ball?
3 stories, yeah, on the 8 ball. Except it's not all Florida Mans.
Oh!
It could be any, but they pick a fake story. You got to try to guess the fake story. I'm like, what? I was like, Earths Suckhole was
Wait,
doing
did they
this.
steal my segment? I missed a lot of that podcast today.
They didn't do it today, actually. They've done it in the past.
They did it. They stole my goddamn set. I'm gonna say something. I stole lots of shit from that
I
podcast.
immediately, I'm not gonna lie, I immediately thought of you.
I literally just dropped my
And they even
entire.
had like a Florida Man story.
I just dropped my entire grinder of marijuana, and nothing came out. I'm so fucking happy right now.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Right. Oh, look at that guy. Okay.
Had some strawberry coffee. 5 o'clock, which is coming up in 6 minutes. If any of the viewers or listeners recall.
Oh, Bob o'clock.
Is it
6
8:08?
minutes.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that. But in the meantime, let's begin Florida or fiction. This is where I have taken 3 Florida Man segments, and one of them is fake, 2 of them are real, and Keith and Peter are going to have to try and figure out which one is the fake one. And for the winner goes the spoils, which is usually fuck all except bragging rights. So, I'm going to read them all in a row, and then I'll reread them as you want, or whatever. Let's begin. Number 1. Florida man trapped in unlocked closet for 2 days. Number 2. Florida man found naked inside city garbage can. Number 3. Florida man arrested after botched castration surgery.
I'm gonna say number 3 is fake.
Oh man.
Like castration, what's like
I'm gonna
they
go with botched castration.
You're both going with 3?
like
Yeah, that's
yeah.
I don't know. That's tempting, but I mean, I could see number 1 being real though too because of being high on drugs, I guess. But I could also see that being the fake one. You know what? I'm gonna split it up. I'm gonna go with number 1. I think number 1 can be fake.
Editor Kevin, please insert whatever the fuck you want here, whatever you fucking dick. Wrong. It was actually number 2 that's fake. I completely made up the city one. The other 2 are completely real.
Oh my god, dude! Of course, I knew it too. It's always.
I was convinced that I had written a weak one, and then so good.
I mean, that one sounds so believable. Found naked inside a trash can. Of course, a Florida man's done that. Like that has had to have happened.
Of course, it has had to have happened.
Right.
The question is
exactly.
It written down
I mean,
on the
fact
internet?
that you put it in. Yeah, you put it in there, and that was great because it can be anything. And that was totally believable. So you got me yet again, dude. I don't feel like I'm ever gonna win. It'll never happen.
I don't know if he ever will, Keith. I must say. Well, I've got nothing left. If either of you have anything, you can take over.
Keith, do you have any awkward stories? I'm sure you do.
Yeah, you know what?
You never said anything to a coworker or anything?
No, I definitely have an awkward story. So it wasn't from a coworker. This is when I was in like 7th grade, I guess. And so everyone still had like house phones and like fucking answering machines and stuff. You know, this was in the mid 90s, late 90s maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mid 90s, 96, something like that. And so I called. There was this new girl that moved and came to our school, and we were in like when we were in 5th grade. So this was maybe a year later, 6th grade or 7th grade. And I was at my friend Steve's house, and Steve had this phone that was like the Crest toothpaste man. You guys know that character, like the old spokesperson thing. So it felt like him, and so I just, for whatever reason, I vividly remember that. And I called Katie's house, and she didn't answer. And they had an answering machine, so I left a message, and it was just a regular message, like, you know, oh, hi Katie, this is Keith, just calling. I don't even know.
Just calling for some live action. Yee.
Yeah, like, what am I saying? Like, see if you want to hang out and go to the mall on the weekend sometime or something. You know what I mean? Like, who knows?
Maybe we can go
like that,
soaping together.
And and so I leave the message, and then it says, "Would you like to record the message? Yes or no?" And or save the message. And I was like, "No." And it was like, "Okay, please re-record your message." And so I had my friend Steve there, and so we started saying funny shit like, "Oh, you know, I don't know." We left like this one long message where I'm like, "Oh, I think you're like the hottest girl at the school, and like I want to bang you, and I just think about you all the time, and blah blah blah." And everybody thinks you're, you know, I don't know. I'm saying all sorts of crazy shit like this, and so it's like, you know, do you want to save the message or not? And I was like, no. It said message saved. Thank you, and it like hangs up on me. I'm like, Steve.
Oh yeah.
Like, who knows who's gonna like listen to this fucking message, dude? Like her mom or her dad, like, you know, her brother. I don't know. She like, I knew her whole family because they went to our school. Like, she had brothers, 2 younger brothers, and I think one of them was even in my younger brother's grade. But I never heard anything from anyone about that message. But I know somebody heard that shit.
That's fucking incredible.
There's a similar story. One time, so I had this little piece of paper that had some girls' numbers, just these friends of ours, and it said the names of the girls. It said like Tiffany and Shelley. But then on the same piece of paper, there were some little rap lyrics, and it was just like, I don't know. I think there's a couple of things, but one of them was like, "I'm one dirty SOB. You've got to understand. I was born with my dick in my hand." And then my mom, she put 2 and 2 together. She's like, "Have you been calling these girls up and delivering these dirty lines?" You know, she thought I was like harassing these girls with these dirty lines, like the old school sexting, you know, like. She's like, "I was there when you were born, and you most certainly were not born with your dick in your hand."
That's fucking awesome.
That's amazing.
But, yeah, I never told you that lyric. That's a pretty good one, huh, Keith?
Dude, the fact that your mom said I was there.
I get a new rap. Actually, yeah, I got a new rap. It's not a new rap, but it's an old rap. But I remembered it the other day. Let me think of it. Oh yeah. I'm that cocky asshole in the brand new Hummer. I'm that dick your girlfriend cheated on you with last summer. High school dropout, I couldn't get no dumber, but still I lay the pipe like a fucking plumber.
That's fucking amazing. I love that.
Keith, I think we should do a Zong Zone compilation album, and because we got quite a lot of talent. I mean, like that one guy Nestor, he's a natural rapper, and then because what's his name? You know, Dominic, Chunky Rhythm Record, like he actually has the record label, you know, and Crazy Kate, like Kevin, you've heard of Keith's songs before, right? Did you ever hear what's the name of that album? Straight from the Basement.
I don't think I've ever heard
the 90s.
I don't think I've ever heard it.
Oh, you gotta hear. You gotta show him my favorite on. He's got that one song. It's called, what is it called? Last Summer. Summer Cruise. What's the name of that one about the cruise? Keith, what's the name of that?
Yeah, I think Summer Cruise.
Oh yeah.
I think it's called Summer Cruise.
The chorus is, last summer was one of the best. It was totally different from all the rest. I went on a cruise, came back with a bruise. It was from a girl, I confess.
That's right. Oh, man.
But Kevin, didn't you put out some new song recently? It slapped pretty hard.
Well, it was the song that I put out recently was one that I wrote in the beginning of the pandemic last year. I was gonna release like a Earths Suckhole album, but I just put it out as my own name, and then I found this one song that I never released, so I just put it out on SoundCloud the other day, called "You Touching Me."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, so what have you heard of this crazy thing? Did you hear that Little Nas X? He's like popular again. I thought he'd be a one-hit wonder with that Old Town Road, but his new song, it's back to #1 again. That crazy Montero song. Have you heard about that? And the video, he's given the devil a lap dance and all this crazy. I'm sure you've heard of it before, right, Keith? It's just like such a gimmick. And then they get those dumb Satan shoes. They're like modified Nike shoes that have like human blood in it, and it's just like it's all just like for publicity. But it's like, I mean, how far can you really get on a gimmick, you know? And like, cause his image was so wholesome that he was just like this like little teenage kid doing an innocent song about being a cowboy, you know. Gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road, gonna ride till I can't no more. And he went from riding to the Old Town Road to riding the devil, apparently.
Well,
a lot can change in 2 years.
He's never been wholesome. He was just like one of the first gay people to come out in hip hop, you know.
Yeah.
I like his music, honestly. He did that holiday song back in December that was fucking amazing. I still listen to it. Can't stop.
Doesn't it have like a couple of famous people in there? Like, is it Ariana Grande or Katy Perry? I saw there's like other celebrities in there too, though, right? Cameos?
In the
video
new one with the devil? I haven't seen the video.
Oh no, the one you're talking about, the holiday one.
The holiday one?
Yeah.
It's just like him as Santa Claus, but he's like a really dope Santa Claus. It's all silver. It's got no red, and he's driving a car around. It's like a metal reindeer pulling a car in the air. I liked it. I'm so stoned right now.
But it's just like no matter what he did, I mean, that song was like the biggest, is the #1 for the biggest song of all time, basically. I don't think he's ever gonna, regain that level of fame, you know. And then this new song, I don't think it's nearly as catchy either. It just happens to have that shock value. People are talking about it, and I mean that was their plan, you know. Like, I mean, if it was just him just sitting about lollipops, I'm sure it wouldn't have a single album. But controversy sells, you know.
Yeah, man, I'm all for it. I mean, look at what AC/DC did for the whole fucking career, talking about going to the devil and shit. Why can't a fucking gay kid do it?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting what I was gonna say. Forget it. Forget I'm here. What the fuck? You guys got anything else?
No, I'm good for now. Well, it's good seeing you guys again, and just let me know when you're gonna post it up off to what you're gonna. It's gonna be on YouTube, or where are you gonna put this?
This video will be on YouTube tonight, and then I'm gonna work on the podcast tonight as well. So the edited version should be on the podcast stream on Spotify and wherever you find podcasts. Like hopefully tomorrow or the next day. Yeah, it's been taking like 24 hours to actually upload, so it might be Thursday, but it's coming. It's coming this week.
Kevin, do you ever go on? Do you have an account on TikTok? Do you ever do TikTok? join
Yeah,
the
you can
TikTok
find
revolution?
the Earths Suckhole on TikTok at the Earth. I think it's the Earths Suckhole. It might just be Earths Suckhole, but we're on there.
But isn't it only like a 1 minute long? I mean, it's almost like Vine, right? Like I mean, you can have this on there, for example. You just put little skits on there, or what do you do on there?
Yeah, I just do they're like little 15, 30-second videos mostly.
Oh
And
yeah.
I just mostly do the duet with other people's audio because I'm fucking usually pretty high when I'm on TikTok. Man, TikTok sucks my soul away. Like I'll be sitting in bed and I'll be like, I need to go to bed, and then I'll open TikTok and then I'll be like, oh, 4 hours just
Oh,
disappeared.
wow.
4 fucking hours.
Yeah.
It just sucks my life away.
Because everything's so short, you'll just be like one more video. I'm kind of like that with Instagram, like looking at pictures of models. I'll be like, oh my goodness, how many
Oh,
thousands of pics did I?
Instagram's a
How much
bad one too
WGW
because
can you have in one day?
you can get into the Instagram TV and it's just like TikTok, just short little videos. You just fucking scroll
So
forever.
that duets that you were referring to, they do that in Instagram now too. I read some article.
Oh, well, might just have a bigger presence on Instagram soon.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I can give you the. I'll send you the. Well, the thing I do, it's I'll send you the link about it. It'll tell you. But basically they're copying like all the platforms. They all copy each other's style, So it's like exactly like that duets thing on TikTok, but it's
Yeah.
on Instagram.
It's a good idea. I love the duet thing. I mean, makes it so uncreative people can be creative.
I think Instagram still has more people because like TikTok. I mean, maybe it's with the younger generation, but like I think people have kind of been on Instagram for years, like um, so I think you'd probably have more viewers potentially on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, Instagram just never popped the way TikTok does. And also, by the way, you can also find Megan, who's not gone. She's still part of the Earths Suckhole. You can find her on TikTok at the Cursing Cook. Go
Oh,
and check
okay.
her stuff out. Yeah, I mean TikTok. There's just I don't know. I find it easier to get more views on TikTok, but Facebook and YouTube are still prime. Oh, and by the way, we're only 8 subscribers away on YouTube for reaching 200, and when that happens, I'll be doing a 2-hour live stream. And I
Right.
don't know what I'm going to do in that live stream, but you all can join if you like. Whatever, it's going to be a good one.
I don't know.
Yeah. What the fuck else? Fuck it. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube and hit the notification bell to never miss out on any amazing video content. What the fuck else? Where else are we? I don't know. What other social media platforms are out there? Just type in the Earths Suckhole and see what the
Pornhub?
fuck.
Are you on Pornhub?
I'll tell you in secret later, Peter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there is a Patreon. There are tiers, and you can donate to the Earths Suckhole. There are different tiers. Like if you donate $1, I'll say your name in a podcast. If you donate $5, I'll say your name and do a funny little dance in a podcast. And if you donate a whopping $300, I'll spin in a circle while I say your name on a podcast.
So
You can also email us any suggestions, say hi, or tell us to go fuck ourselves at earthsuckhole@gmail.com. Now, is there anything else I may have forgotten? Fucking everything tonight. Oh yeah, go fuck yourself!